And I think, I think Americans right now want to think that we've moved beyond race, et cetera, but we haven't. And that's, and I think, we need to think about how race and people's inability to think critically about race still informs the way we have sex. Yeah. The reason why I wanted to have this conversation with you, Alexyss, is because I remember watching one of your Vagina Power TV shows, and you were discussing how promiscuity with African-American men is a result of slavery, meaning, having sex with multiple women because they were trained by white masters to breed with other women so that, white masters can then have a certain stock of slave, right? You mentioned this in your radio show. And, and I think that this kind of promiscuity where you have, ostensibly straight men or married men, who are African-American finding white boys to sleep with, it's a symptom of the same problem. And I think white guys also are to blame because, to answer Miss Vanity's question, I guess I am to blame. I allowed it to happen, and I do accept guilt for that.
You're not to blame because if it wasn't you, it was going to be another white boy's ass they tore up because that was the type they were seeking out. You're not the reason why these black men are cheating on their wives and their girlfriends. It's the drive within the man that causes him to go outside of the relationship and have sex with other men, whether it's you or another white man. 843, you on the line?
Hey, I'm just listening in.
Thank you. 570, you on the line?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, it's Miss Vanity.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right.
I just have to explain myself. I wasn't trying to blame you for what's going on. I was just listening to the I came in late, and I heard something about, you having sex with black guys, right?
Yeah.
And you like the thrill of being, whooped, I guess?
No.
Okay.
No, we started off talking about he didn't like the fact that he has some self-esteem issues and some confidence issues, and he's dated black men and he finds them attractive. But it's a certain black man that's pursuing him and been having sex with him for years. And why he wants to stop engaging this man because he knows the man has self-hatred. He hates being big and black, and we know he hates being big and black because he grew up, one of his parents is African. He grew up in a black community, went to school with black people, but now he went to a white college. He works in entertainment only around white people. He dresses like white people, talks like white people, only eats with white people, and lives around white people. He's secretly gay, will not have sex with black men. He only likes to fuck white, successful, very thin-built white men that are shorter than him. And the only way that he can fuck them and get off is they have to say, fuck me, nigga. Fuck me in my ass, big black nigga. And he said it bothers him. And so we're talking about race and sex and how a lot of black men have a lot of secret rage and self-hatred about being black and being a nigger, and how they try to get power by only seeking out sexual relationships with white men and making the white men call them big black niggers while they fucking them. This is what he said he doesn't like.
Okay, you don't like it. But then you mentioned something about, at the gym with straight guys.
How they lie, how he doesn't like, and that's why we're warning the women, because a lot of them will get in the sauna and brag about the fact that they are fucking little white boys on the side and going home to their wife and they consider themselves straight. Or you take it from here, Chad. Just to clarify, I wasn't at the gym and I didn't witness this. When I asked the person, so have you met anyone through this website before? He told me, no, my friends with whom I play basketball at the gym told me about this website and told me that, they're sleeping with, white guys that they've met through this website. And so I decided I would give it a try. And since you live 2 blocks from the gym, it's convenient, and that's why I asked to hook up. So I wasn't there looking for him.
Yeah, but these guys are straight. Why would you sleep with them anyway?
Well, you don't know that. Because I will ask, so are you straight? Are you bi? Because, someone's bi, that means, they sleep both ways, He didn't tell me he was straight until afterward. And then, after we had sex and we talked, And then, he came by a second time unannounced, and I rejected him because I knew he was some straight man, probably with a girlfriend or a wife, who just thinks I'm available on the side and that he can just stick his dick in me whenever convenient for him. But that, there are other people probably involved, and that he's in denial about his sexuality. He's probably also dealing with some complicated racial issues because he only is wanting to sleep with a white man. Mm-hmm. So that's when I decided, no, I don't want you to come upstairs. You will not sleep with me. I will not allow this to continue. And so, no, it's not that. So
you just voicing out is a lot of undercover brothers out there.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the show.
Okay. Well, it was a misunderstanding.
No, that's
and
okay.
Can I say something real quick, Firestone? All these people in the chat room, y'all need to chill out. Okay, first of all, I didn't know what was going on. Y'all could kiss my ass and keep it fucking moving. Look in the goddamn mirror, all right? But anyway, what's your name, dude? I'm sorry, I don't even know your name. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, flip out in the chat room. I just didn't understand what was going on.
It's okay.
But everybody else in the chat room, keep it moving, kiss my motherfucking ass because I look good, and I got a motherfucking man, so keep it fucking moving. All right? All right, bye.
See how y'all, that chat is off the chain. Y'all like to start shit in that damn chat room. What'd you say, Brandon? They hate? No. Go on, Chad, if you got anything else to say.
But I don't know. I mean, are there any more questions? We have 15 minutes. People should maybe call in, because I think we covered a lot of ground.
We did, and I'm surprised a lot of people, they're just listening. I guess they're just absorbing it, and they don't really have a question. We have people on the line, though. So anybody on the line, you don't have any, I guess, just thoughts, even if you don't have a question about what you thought about the show today and the topic that we're discussing today? All the lines are open if anybody online just wants to make a comment or share any thoughts you have about the show.
Listen, who's the caller? Caller, what's your name? I don't know. Have you been in the chat room before?
Me? Yeah, I'm in that.
Your chat?
Right. See, look in the chat room.
I can't get on for some reason.
But I just typed a lot of nonsense. So, no, I listen to Alexyss a lot. I've been listening to Alexyss for years.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't sure because, I remember chatting with the chat before in the chat room. I wasn't sure when you was like, a lot of gay men are depressed, and I was like, why? Because some of them, to me, seem like they have such a high energy, good attitude, and then someone else is like a friend or something.
When I said that, I was discussing how, at least with a lot of my gay friends, good enough. We're not cute enough. We're not handsome enough. We don't have the cutest boyfriend, and we're always really competitive with one another. And I think that's what I meant by we all have this low self-esteem insofar as we never feel we're good enough. You're not cute enough. You're not young enough. You're not buff enough. You're not thin enough. You're not sexy enough. You don't have the hottest boyfriend. You're not picking up guys every time you walk into the bar. You don't have guys following you. You don't have guys calling you every hour looking for your ass. That's what I notice with a lot of gay men. That's why I think they have self-esteem, because they punish themselves and beat themselves because they just want to be the hottest guy, and it seems to be the preoccupation all of them have. And so they may walk around work shaking their ass, behaving as if they're confident, but in reality they're doing that because inside they're hurt because they just don't feel they're getting enough attention. They're not cute enough. And I think that's why I said it.
They're not moving from a place of inner power and inner love and self-respect. They're trying to only compete on a superficial level, and that just doesn't last. It's going to be always somebody else that's coming along that's younger or just as good looking or got some plastic surgery or something that always, that shit is just crazy. You can't win on that level when you're always trying to be the only best, bigger, better, buffer person. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I hope I am. That's what I said.
Teaching themselves or teaching each other to move from a place of power from within, of self-love and self-respect, instead of trying to compete outwardly, because eventually you're just not going to win with that shit.
Right, but in the gay community, that exists. And
no, I know. I'm just saying there's no change, or are you trying to change it? Because it doesn't.
Well, I'm trying to change it for myself,
yes.
but, I mean, but I can't, when I say this, that lots of gay men are depressed,